Do you want to write a book at any point?
No.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I think a lot of the stuff, I don't know, I don't think enough of it would be, I don't want to say interesting enough, but I think it would be too much to try and remember. And I think it would be too much time. And again, I've been off TV way too long and out of the spotlight way too long, I think, for anyone to care about it. Unless I had something really like groundbreaking or I'm really busting out dirt on someone, but I don't really have anything like that.
Yeah.
Everything, my career's been very good. It's been good. The business has been good to me. I'm not one of those bitter old guys that are pissed off at everyone and feels the business f***ed them and screwed them over and somebody owes me something. I don't feel that way about the business. So I don't really have anything I think that compelling that would really sell any books.
Uh-huh. I don't know how much you followed the business today, but I don't know if you know, but tag team wrestling has kind of gone by the wayside. What are your thoughts on tag team wrestling today, at least what you know of it in the WWE?
I just know Vince was never a big fan of tag team wrestling. He was never a big fan of it. He used it just to kind of keep it in there. Vince was always the top guys for the top belt, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
I don't really follow it too much. If I'm watching it, if I'm laying in bed and I'm flipping it, I go, oh, wrestling's on. I'll stop. If it's somebody I know, I'll watch it. If it's not, I'll try to watch it, but I can't stomach it, so I turn it. Because a lot of it is, I see some guys out there, and I go, okay, they tell me I didn't have the charisma. They didn't know what to do with me. But here they got this guy up here, and they're doing something with him. That doesn't, it frustrates me and aggravates me, and I get mad, so then I just turn it off.
Yeah.
I just choose not to watch it, unless it's somebody I know.
As we're closing out here, just one random good road story. Could be from anywhere, with anybody.
Random good road story.
It's not going to break up a marriage.
Probably some of the best road stories were back in Memphis days. When I first started, we drove with, and I used to drive Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher crazy because we were the spiders with the masks. And as long as we covered our tattoos, no one knew who we were. So we made sure we were always covered. We drove with Axel and Ian. Some of the best stories were with them because Ian was just a big fucking turd who would sit in the back seat of the car and never moved, never offered to drive, never offered to get gas, never offered to do anything except eat and sleep. But there was nights like we'd come home from a club or something like that, and we had water balloons. And I remember this one time, this kid's riding his bike. Glenn's driving, I'm in the back seat, Axel's in the front seat. And we're like, now, Axel throws the water balloon out the window, hits this guy dead square in the face. And you look back, you just see him tumbling over and over the bike like that. We're like, oh shit, take off. So we take off, and literally 2 or 3 days later, we see the same guy in the store, all bandaged up, arm in a sling, and he's like trying to walk his bike. Like it looked like he was trying to ride his bike and ended up couldn't ride it. We used to do silly shit like that. I mean, I did more stuff back then, more fun stuff back then before WWF. Once we got to WWF, the road stories kind of got real tame.
Yeah.
Because, again, I was afraid to get in trouble. I didn't want to lose my job. I knew we were on TV and, people would take advantage and that whole storyline thing. So we did a lot of juvenile, adolescent stuff like that, like taping, taking Brian Christopher's sunglasses and just hiding them. And Brian Christopher would come in right before he's got to go to the match, right before he's got to go. Where are my sunglasses? Where are my sunglasses? You guys see my sunglasses? We're like, no, we haven't seen anything. He'd go to the ring, we'd put him back right on his back. I remember one time somebody tried ribbing us, and I think it was Doug Gilbert in Memphis days, USWA. He took a padlock and locked mine and Glenn's bag together. And like it was supposed to be a big deal. We lived together, we rode together, so we just picked up both bags and threw them in the car.
Yeah.
We used to piss everyone off when they tried to rib us like that. But most of our ribbing was small, innocent, just stupid shit like that.
Yeah. Was there anybody, any tag teams or anybody in WWE when you were there that you wanted to work with that you just never crossed paths with for whatever reason?
I'm trying to think. Not really. We pretty much worked everybody. We pretty much worked everyone. Maybe when they brought Cactus Jack and Terry Funk back. That would have been fun, only because it was Cactus and Terry Funk. That would have been awesome. But Not really. No, I think we pretty much worked everyone that was there.
Oh, okay. And what do you do today? Are you just retired or?
No, I work. I work with the family business. My father-in-law has a company. It's a technology company with office equipment and like doing websites and electronic paper flow and copiers, printers, scanners, anything pretty much that covers the whole company as an aspect. Anything that has to do with a piece of paper in the company. And I do sales. I work with the company.
Okay.
And it's good days, bad days. It's good and bad. Working with families not always the best, but it's good. It's provided a good living. It's just a big difference. Before I got beat up physically, now I get beat up mentally, and I still haven't figured out which is worse or better yet.
Was it a hard adjustment mentally to go from, a job for 10 years wrestling to now having to go to like a 9 to 5 office, more regimented job?
Yeah, the toughest part about it was, you live up here.
Mm-hmm.
You're a superstar. People, and then all of a sudden, like most of the people in my life now, like that I play kickball with, that I work with, they all know about my past, but they don't know the like extent of it.
Yeah.
Like when I tell them, oh, I'm going to wrestle or I'm doing a show here, and everyone shows up, everyone's like in amazement of like what I do, and when I get in the ring, and I can still do everything I used to do, and they don't know the capacity of it. So I think from going from up here to okay, now I'm down here.
Yeah.
I think at first it was a little bit of a culture shock to me because I was used to being, I don't know if spoiled is the right word, or people looked up to me more of what I did, and now it's not so much. And now I'm not as recognizable. I've let the hair grow in,
Yeah.
and the earrings are gone, and I've dropped. I'm not 250 anymore. I'm like 220. So it's a big difference. And I think maybe the biggest part is not being recognized as much as like now I get when someone actually recognizes me, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, that used to be me. It's kind of a cool feeling again. It's more of the personal feeling, but as far as the adjustment, that's the biggest adjustment I had to make.
Yeah. Do you have a website or MySpace or anything where somebody can get in touch with you if they
I'm
do
on
want to book you?
Facebook.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook. Actually, doing the convention, Ken said he'd been looking for me for a couple of years. No one was able to find me. It made me actually like 6 or 7 weeks ago actually get on Facebook. So my wife was on it all the time, and I used to make fun of her, going, "That's so silly." And
Yeah.
I don't really care about friends from high school and stuff like that. If they were going to be my friends, they'd still be my friends now. But it made me actually get on there, and I'm actually glad I did. But yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So you can find me on there.
Okay, and just your name for it's because people
I
don't
think
know
it's Chaz. I think it's Chaz.Warrington.
Okay.
I think it's Facebook/Chaz.Warrington.
Okay. And last, definitely not least, we always ask guys if they have a message or they want to say anything to their fans as we close out.
Not to sound corny or retarded or anything, but I just thank everybody for the years that they supported us, and it was great entertaining everyone and getting out there and doing it. And you know what? I'm still young enough to still go out there and do it. So hopefully in the future I'll still be able to, and I'll see you all out there. And just keep on keeping on. Have good mosh pitting.